Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to bring you a video dedicated basically to formations and tactics. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, there's a new feature in pro clubs for those that aren't aware. You can change your tactics and custom tactics and all that kind of stuff in pro clubs now, like you could in Ultimate Team, but now you can do it in pro clubs. I'm going to give you a rundown on how it works and what tactics are good to use, what you shouldn't be using, and all this kind of stuff. But before all that, I do want to quickly say thank you all for the support on the channel so far. It's truly mind-blowing. Like, holy moly, man. Shit's crazy, bro. I do appreciate it, and thank you all for being a part of it. Obviously, watching the video, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. It's levels, man, and honestly, truly, thank you so much. Like I said before, man, if you keep liking these videos, I'll keep creating them. I'm loving pro clubs on FIFA 21 so far. I continue to play it, I'll continue to stream it, and hopefully continue to create content for it as well. It's a special time to be alive, man, I'll tell you. But anyway, let's get into the video. Let me show you what's up. Right, so first things first, where'd you find this? And you find it under the Manage tab. Go down to Club Tactics right there. Press A. There you go. Boom! Easy! Right here, you get 5 different tactics you can use. And it's essentially the same as playstyles. So you get 5 different playstyles, right? You can change that in the Pro Clubs lobby. Change your position really quickly. You can do the same with tactics. So you can change your tactics, change your formation really quickly on the fly. You haven't got to back out and change it or do it in game or anything. It's all straight on the fly like this. It's pretty cool. But we're on Xbox One, as you can see. So if you press X, I think it'll be square on PlayStation. You come to this screen here, which is basically as it is on Ultimate Team. If you've seen it before, your custom tactics. You can change it all. It's pretty standard. It's the same as it was in Ultimate Team, but now it's on Pro Clubs, obviously. It's a good addition. Like I said before on another video, if you play with a lot of bots, if you play with a lot of AI players, this will be essential to you. It's quite a good feature if you play low man or small man. But for 11v11 Pro Clubs, it doesn't really make a difference because obviously everyone's controlling a player, so you haven't got the AI doing anything for you. But if you're familiar with this system on Ultimate Team, then you should be pretty fine. But if you're not, if you don't play Ultimate Team, if you're strictly a clubs player, and you're looking to get into this for the first time, I'm going to show you tactics that I use that help me out quite a bit on pro clubs, and I've also on my team as well. I've played a couple games there before. Now, first things first, you want to press RB or R1, I believe, and change your formation. You want to get the formation down. I've been using 4-3-3 recently on pro clubs with a false 9, and it's been incredible so far for us. For small man especially, if it comes to 11v11, I probably wouldn't use 4-3-3. But 4-2-3-1 is probably my go-to 11v11 formation, or 3-5-2. But for small man, for low man, 4-3-3-5, the false 9 has been truly incredible for us in SamTapTap FC so far. So that's what I'm going to go with today and show you some tactics for it. Now you press RB again or R1, you come to this screen here, and you can see you've got a bunch of different options here, right? Now normally you're going to have attackers filled up, right? So you're normally going to have a centre forward, a left wing, and a right wing. So I wouldn't worry about these different instructions right now because they're going to be players, right? So the people that are controlling the left wing, the centre forward, and the right wing, they will not be influenced by anything you do here. So you can change it as much as you want, but the person that plays in centre forward or right wing or left wing, they won't have any change or any influence with these settings at all. So there's no point really changing it. I just keep it on default, leave it as is. So these instructions are for your AI. Don't worry about the people that are playing in attack or midfield. Worry about the AI. So for me personally, I'm changing the right back straight away because a lot of times if you're playing small man or low man, you will know that the right back and left back seem to get forward quite a bit and leave you exposed in defence on the counter attack. So to avoid that, you want to change it to stay back while attacking. Now that will just be a godsend for you. You can do it for the left back as well. Right there you go. The centre backs already stay back while attacking, so you haven't got to change them there. But for the right back and left back, 100% I recommend changing it to stay back while attacking. The rest of it, the interceptions, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And the run type, again, you want to keep it just mixed. Just leave that as default in my opinion. But yeah, make sure you've got attack and runs on stay back while attacking. That would be incredible. The only thing I would change for a goalkeeper is potentially saving on crosses. I change it to probably comes for crosses because crossing in this game is really, really good. And if your keeper can claim it before it gets to the striker's head, then it's a W, right? But when it comes to the other option, saving outside the box, I probably wouldn't change it because the other option is sweep a keeper. And the only issue with that is obviously he's going to go off his line. And chips in this game, if a striker gets there first before the goalkeeper and a striker chips it, it's going in. Because chips in FIFA 21 are really, really, really good. They're crazy OP. So I wouldn't bother changing that. I put it back to default unbalanced, hoping that your keeper will stay on his line. Because, like I said, chips in this game, over the top, easy peasy, it's not that hard. You want to avoid that as much as possible. But depending how many players you got, you want to change probably the CDM and centre mids as well. The CDM, similar to the fullbacks, you want them to stay back while attacking. I'll show you now. There is stay back while attacking. And also, you want them to do man mark and cover centre. That is essential. You don't want your CDM, your solo CDM. You don't want them. You don't want them going to the wing, right? You do not want them being left wing or right wing, covering the wingers. You want them in the middle, because if you get cut open in the middle, you're basically exposing your two centre backs. Then one wide ball, one triangle ball, you throw on goal 1-on-1. It's 1-0. So you want your CDM to man mark and be central, stay back while attacking. That should be fine. It's one CDM. You want to make sure they're in CDM the whole time. Now, if you are playing with 3 or 4 players and you've got one AI in centre mid, the settings that I would use, again, is similar to the CDM. I'd have it stay back while attacking, because as the other centre mid being a player, it's probably going to get forward quite a bit, right? So you don't want to get exposed too much. You want a centre mid bot to be staying back a bit, helping out you defend from counter attacks. On the crossing runs, I would probably stay on the edge. You don't want them getting too far forward, like I said, so that's probably the best one. Again, cover centre. I think covering wing, you've got the fullbacks for that, so you don't really need players on the wing. Plus you've got wingers there already and fullbacks, so you want as many people and many bodies in the middle as possible to cluster it up, to break up any attacking or counter attacks. So cover centre is pretty good for that one. And the interceptions, I probably wouldn't worry about on too much, and the rest of it, as you can see, I'd keep it on default. That should be fine. Now that is it for the player instructions. The next one to worry about is tactics in general. Now this one is quite important as well. And when it comes to the defensive style, on FIFA 21, the first touches in this game, especially when you're lower rated, they're pretty bad, alright? They're pretty terrible. So in that case, you want to take advantage of that and have pressure on heavy touch, because a lot of people, a lot of players, they're going to have a bad first touch. And if you do that, you can take advantage of it and everyone will press forward, right? This basically allows you to become Liverpool's press. So you can attack them, press them from the front, everybody gets a man mark and they push forward and basically squeeze the opponent out in their own half. Now the width, I wouldn't narrow it too much. I'd probably keep it at 5 blocks. And depth, I mean, obviously you've heard about it before if you played Ultimate Team. You've got depth 1, it's kind of, you know, if you really want to spread it out, there's an option there. I wouldn't personally, because, you know, it's kind of just like dropping off completely, and your midfield will just, I mean, your midfield is basically on the edge of your box, which is not really ideal, especially on pressure and heavy touch, because you want everybody pushing forward. So I'd probably keep it about 5 blocks again. It's a decent balance. And like I said, the pressure on heavy touch is really important, because like I said, the pro clubs' first touches, they're god awful, man. But next on offensive style, I wouldn't worry about it again too much, because if you got a 3 or 4 of you playing an attack, you're going to play your own style anyway. And the bots around you won't really adapt to it too much. The only thing I potentially change in this is like corners, because if you probably want to save yourself from counter attacks, right? I'd probably drop the corners back a bit, so you can have just you and your friends in the box on a corner, and have the rest of the AI defending, right? That would allow for the same thing on free kicks as well. It's a bit of a defensive setup, but it's to avoid counter attacks, right? Because corner counter attacks are very prevalent in this game. You want to make sure you've got numbers back on your own corner, and have your friends up there, obviously in the box, waiting for the cross or whatever you want to do. Corners 1 and free kicks 1 will allow you to basically avoid getting counter attacks from your own set play. Now the benefit of this new tactic system in pro clubs is that you can do LT or L2, I believe, in PS4. You can change a few styles, right? So you can have 3 different styles in one tactic. It's pretty cool. Just like Ultimate Team, if you know it before, then obviously don't worry about it. But you can change all the settings again. Obviously with the D-pad, you can change to ultra attacking, defensive and ultra defensive and balanced, right? So you can change every single style, which is pretty cool. Again, you can do exactly the same before. So if you want a more attacking style, you can do again pressure and heavy touch, fast build up. You can literally put numbers in the box if you want to. Players in the box really bang it out, full send it if you want to. I mean, look how many players in the box there, man. It's crazy. You know, join the attack if you want them to. Aggressive interceptions and just go overlapping. And have everybody, like, you can have a centre-backs play a strike if you want to. You can truly go crazy with this if you want to. Join the attack. You know, go crazy with the interceptions, aggressive and overlap. And you will have your whole back 4 running forward all the time. So say it's like 1-0 last minute. You want to go just straight, get everybody up there. Change to that attacking form tactic really quick. And then boom, it's done. Now these tactics, they're pretty universal for every single formation, especially with 4 at the back. So you can go to like 4-2-2 for example. Again, you want to have your left back stay back while attacking, and the right back the same. And a CDM, man mark, cover centre, stay back while attacking. The other one as well especially. You want them both doing a similar thing, because there'll be absolute units in the middle. And the rest of your friends, don't worry about it in attack, because obviously I'm sure your friends will be playing in attack with you. And like I showed you earlier, you can change it with like 5 different tactics. It's pretty crazy. There's opportunity here for a lot of variety, and you can actually switch it on the fly. So a lot of creativity could go into this. A lot of small man teams, You know, they could be playing very well against 11-man teams. So you get like 4 players with a good bunch of tactics playing against an 11-man team and actually maybe coming out of the win. It's pretty possible, especially if you've got some good tactics. But I do hope these tactics help you guys out, get you some more wins on pro clubs, enjoy the game more, because there's so many games I've been playing small man where the bots are costing, like I said, the left back and right back just bombing up forward and just leaving yourself exposed at the back is so frustrating. So finally, it's now be able to have him stay back while attacking, keep him back, keep yourself less exposed and more likely to stop a counter attack. It's a very good thing, trust me. Try it out, change your tactics, and I think you will see the benefits very quickly. But that's it from me today. I want to thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you on Twitch as well. I'm there every single day playing some pro clubs. And yeah, take it easy. Adios, amigos.